highest, wildest tides. Over 600 miles of beautiful sandy beaches and the warmest salt water north of Virginia. The magnificent St. John River, the biggest theme park in the Maritimes, and St. Andrews by the Sea. Rich Acadian traditions and a proud Loyalist heritage. More whales more often than anywhere else. They're all part of New Brunswick.
New Brunswick looks great. Call now for your New Brunswick pre-trip activity planner. It's filled with everything you want to know. Plus, the planner has over 60 valuable vacation packages, starting as low as $58. So call now. The planner and the phone call are free.
New Brunswick's coastlines are peaceful areas for both wildlife and people. Too often, the peace is shattered by all-terrain vehicles. ATVs damage sand dunes and other wildlife habitat. Be responsible and don't use beaches as playgrounds for all-terrain vehicles. Please keep ATVs away from our fragile coastlines. This conservation message is brought to you by the RCMP and the Department of Natural Resources and Energy.
The funny story behind this is we thought we had 2 males that a friend of mine gave us, so we were not expecting babies at all. The children are thrilled. They love the fact that we now have doubled our population of guinea pigs.
A little bit of excitement at the kindergarten class at St. John the Baptist King Edward School in St. John. Colton Butterscotch, the proud parents, are doing fine. They've been living in the classroom since last March. With the new arrivals on the weekend, the whole class is excited and, as you can imagine, a little bit surprised given what the teacher said to us there.
Pretty cute. Well, a little bit of a surprise, I guess a bonus in the weather yesterday in many parts of the region. Beautiful day. What's to come? Got to ask Steve Wiggle that question.
Yeah, it was a great weekend, wasn't it, Nance? We had a little bit of rain on Saturday, and things really cleared up quickly on Sunday. Lots of sunshine, and temperatures really got a chance to get up. During the weekend, though, we had a hurricane form down in the Caribbean Sea. In fact, Allison, which is now being downgraded to a tropical storm in the past few hours. In fact, this morning, is starting to move towards the northeast at about 30 kilometers an hour. Right now, it's center 33 north, 82 west, which places it right on top of the state of Georgia. Maximum winds right now, 104 kilometers an hour. Let's take a look at it. Here it is, right down here. Tropical storm intensity right now has slid up through the Gulf of Mexico in the past 24 hours. A lot of cloud and precipitation with this system is starting to push up the east coast. And we are going to see a little bit of rain from this, but by the time it reaches us, it will have decreased in intensity considerably. In fact, it's decreasing right now as it slides up the eastern seaboard. Right now, we just have a little bit of cloud across the Maritimes, all associated with the jet stream, which is going to linger across the Maritimes the next little while. Here's the jet stream slicing right through the Maritimes, taking a big ridge all the way back out west. Some very nice temperatures through the western provinces, and it wasn't too bad through the Maritimes today. We saw generally sunny skies this morning, but the cloud pushed in quickly to most areas. You can see the band of cloud extending all the way off the east coast through the Maritimes and back through central Quebec. With that sunshine this morning, though, it ended quickly as this weak trough just slid through the Maritimes during the day, and you can see it just sliding in there. Sunshine to our north, sunshine to our south, and we're just stuck in the cloud right now. And here comes the leading edge of that next system, the remnants of Tropical Storm Allison, which is going to push up through in the next little while. So overnight, pretty straightforward forecast. We've got a few scattered showers out there right now that will continue overnight. I think we won't see very much through Cape Breton and also through Prince Edward Island, but we are looking at off and on showers throughout the night. No risk of frost out there, and temperatures of 5 to 7 degrees in most areas, so just about seasonable for this time of year. No big changes for tomorrow. More cloud than sun is expected during the day, and temperatures will be around seasonal values. 22 in Fredericton, a little bit cooler along the Bay of Fundy area and also through Yarmouth and through Halifax. Chance of showers, so bring the umbrella just in case. And for the outlook, looks like a couple of rainy days headed our way for Wednesday and Thursday. Rain both days, staying mild, 20 degrees, 19 on Thursday, and then some sunshine finally for Friday. And hopefully we'll head into another great weekend. But right now, more cloud than sun the next couple of days. Guys.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Lots of outdoor sporting events at this time of year, and you know, all athletes have to start somewhere. And just because your pint size doesn't make competing, winning, or losing any easier.
True enough, Mike McCardle spoke with some elementary athletes at their track meet. Check this out.
You can't be an athlete without fuel. Lots of ice pops, and good, solid red licorice.
He's not in medley. He loves it.
Does it give you energy for these sports?
Yep.
Like how much energy?
A lot.
How does licorice compare with, say, spinach?
Better. Wait, licorice is way better.
One day ago at this very same field in Coquitlam was the Harry Jerome track meet with some of the world's best runners. Today, the Junior Olympics. The kids push their hearts out, and sometimes, well, that's not enough. Here they expect that if they do their best, they will win. There's no question about that.
I feel great when I jump over that bar, because when I jump over the bar, I feel like I'm flying in the air, that I just land.
Really?
And I feel very happy that I make them over the bar.
And then with everything that's in her, she faces that bar. There are lots of lessons here. Like big-time sports with winning and losing, but without being hindered by contracts.
Oh, what happened? Did we ruin the day for you?
No.
By talking to you?
No.
What happened?
Don't know.
Yeah?
I just was laughing at me.
You ready? If you want real sports, watch kids. Baseball, running, it doesn't matter. They try so hard, you cheer for every one of them. What was the hardest part of that?
Running.
Yeah? Okay. You know, you won by a huge margin. Pretty good team, right? Yeah. You practice a lot?
No.
You want me to stop asking a question so you can breathe?
Yeah.
Good job.
Do you want to come with me, hon?
If you ignore the winners and the losers for a moment, the one thing that was for sure was this was a very happy stadium.
Great thing about school events, they're free, too. Plays of the weekend still ahead. That's free on Live at 5. But coming up next, we're getting ready for the G7 Summit.
And I think we've done things which probably have taken us many years, which have been as big, but to be able to do it inside of a year and to then have it come down to 3 days of activity, definitely the biggest.
The countdown continues. We've got that story more in a moment.
What makes a car a Best Buy? It's more than just awards. Sure, it has to be an unbeatable value with the right features, like power windows, power locks, cruise control, a powerful V6 engine, and air conditioning. But what really makes it a Best Buy is the price. The 95 Intrepid during the Best Buy sale at your Atlantic Chrysler dealers.
Fairhaven Cemetery, a part of Moncton heritage since 1955, is pleased to announce the opening of Fairhaven Funeral Home. Located on the cemetery grounds and servicing all local churches and cemeteries, Fairhaven Funeral Home offers options sensitive to every family's needs. For more information about the services we provide, please call 852-3530. Fairhaven, doing everything we can for the families we serve.
This G7 update brought to you by MT&T, official communication supplier to the Halifax Summit.
There are 6 TV networks in Tokyo. Most of the Japanese watch Fuji television, so that's around 100 million viewers. The reports from Halifax will be using satellite.
We're double-checking all our lines on the integrated network surveillance system.
CNN will do a number of live reports from Halifax each day of the summit. CNN will use the media center that's been set up, and Wolf Blitzer will most definitely be in Halifax.
So all systems go in the media center.
We mainly use telephone lines, telefax lines, mobile telephones, of course. We are bringing a special telecommunication team, and a delegation will arrive on Thursday, the 15th of June.
For the next few days, the world will see what Nova Scotia can do. So will you. We believe that the groundwork that we've laid for the summit will help prepare Nova Scotia for the 21st century. Please stay tuned.
I'm Sarah Dobson at the Metro Center in Halifax. In less than 2 weeks, the eyes of the world will be upon us as the Halifax Summit begins. Hundreds of journalists will be converging here at the Metro Center, trying frantically to feed their stories back to their home countries. Now, as you can probably imagine, the technology being used is just amazing.
We started out by installing a 3,000 pair cable into the World Trade Metro Center. In addition, we ran 18 fibers. Now, that's a lot of fiber.
When 2,500 journalists arrive, they'll all need phone lines, fax machines, cellular service, and the ability to broadcast live. That's why work started on this project more than a year ago. How are the Japanese going to do live broadcasts from here in Halifax? Explain that one.
They could do it by fiber optics. We would have facilities that go across Canada and then under the Pacific. That's one way. They could do it by satellite, which they may have access to themselves. They may bring their own satellite dishes to access it. Or they could come through us and using the facilities of Telsat, our national carrier, connect to international satellites that then would carry it back.
And there's also been an overflow of technology here on the streets of Halifax. Visitors needing to use the payphones certainly won't have to ask where they are. That's because they're everywhere.
A lot of payphones, a lot of cable underground, which you may not have noticed either, because there will be video pickups, TV pickups around the city. We've installed fiber optics in many locations where it wasn't before.
And here's what it looks like. No bigger than a hair on your head.
That'll carry 32,000 telephone conversations that'll carry.
MT&T officials say 320,000 extra long-distance calls will be placed during the summit, and cellular use is expected to jump dramatically.
We're looking at upwards of 2,500 potential additional cellular users.
Are we prepared for the world?
I think so. I sure hope so. There's nothing that we haven't thought of or somebody's tried on us that we haven't built a plan around.
And while the Halifax Summit will only last for 3 days, technology experts say all of this work will pay off in the long run because it will also make us more attractive to the world and bring more business our way.